What's going on, everybody? This is Lecrae. I need you to like and subscribe right now before we get into this video. All right, it's gonna be a really good one, but before we do that, like and subscribe. All right, so I wanted to talk to y'all about how I dealt with depression and anxiety. It is a serious topic that floats around out here. I remember scouring the webs, the interwebs, trying to get information about it, and it was not very helpful for me. So hopefully this video will be particularly helpful for those of you who have dealt with some form of depression or anxiety. Now, when I say depression, I'm not just talking about, oh, I feel down today, I feel a little sad. When I say anxiety, I'm not talking about like, oh shoot, did I lose my wallet? Where's my keys? I'm literally talking about like depression to where you feel like there's this dark cloud hanging over your head. You can't shake it. You can't enjoy the simple things in life. Like everything just feels like blah. And anxiety where it's like literally I feel like I can't sleep. My legs, it's like adrenaline pulsating through my body. I'm literally freaked out. I may be freaked out from things that don't even really freak me out. Like someone just dropped a pin on the floor. I'm geeking out, or somebody crossed their legs and it made a sound and I'm like, what's happening right now? So those are some of the extreme aspects of it that I have personally dealt with. And I wanted to just talk to people about how I dealt with it. Obviously, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a leader, I run a company, I'm a music artist. And so how in the world do you manage regular life when you feel crippled by these particular things? And here's what I learned, okay? I learned that depression and anxiety are not just things you can snap out of, okay? You can't just will yourself out. I tried that, it doesn't work. They're not simply situations or circumstances that, you know, you can have a conversation with somebody and just feel a little bit better and now you're pepped up. It doesn't work that way. Literally what's happening is there's an organ in your body that is not working properly, and that's your brain. Right, that's your mind. You literally have to train your brain. You have to build new neural pathways to help you see things differently, process things differently, and this takes time. A minimum of 21 days to create a new neural pathway, right? What was not helpful for me was just people telling me to snap out of it or just trying to cheer me up with ice cream or calm down. None of that stuff worked. What was really helpful for me was a combination of things. And so what I'm gonna tell you is the combination that will probably work for you in the circumstance or situation that you're in. I say probably because everyone is different, but this combination is enough to genuinely help you at least take you from a 10 to a 5, okay? I went from a 10 to a 1, so maybe you can go from a 10 to a 5 at the very least. First on my list would be physical exercise. It treats your brain like taking an antidepressant, sincerely. The dopamine that it creates, so at least 30 minutes a day, get some physical exercise. Run, get your heart rate up, shoot a basketball, lift some weights, jump rope, do something along those lines, because what that's gonna do is it's going to create a dopamine effect and help you. The endorphins, all of that stuff is going to be helpful in your process of healing your brain. 2, I would say, you look at your diet carefully, okay? Like the stuff you're putting in your body can create what's called cortisol. You know, staying up too late and eating a bunch of junk food creates cortisol, which just makes you lethargic and gross and nasty, and you can feel worse than you were already feeling. So try to eat healthier. Limit the caffeine intake and limit the alcohol if you drink alcohol. I would do away with them altogether if it was me, because I'm just like, yo, I just want to get better. So those things, the stimulants and the depressants, interfere with your brain flow and don't give your brain the proper time to heal in the way that it needs to. And then therapy. Therapy is phenomenal. Talking with a professional is probably one of the most beneficial things you can do, because they're literally trained to study how your brain functions and how you're processing things. And so I think it's very important for you to find a professional who can help you navigate that, so you can learn some practices, some things that you can do to help build neural pathways, like journaling, writing your story, talking with somebody. There's certain processes like EMDR, which, you know, helps you. There's hypnosis. There's all types of things. And I know some people are like, oh, those sound creepy or, you know, Illuminati-ish. No, I think they're very useful. I think if God put them on this green earth, there's a way that they can be used in a redeemable way. And so therapy is very, very necessary. And then lastly, all right, now this is the one that I know people struggle with the most, but it may be you need medication. There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. And let me tell you why I would encourage you in this way, is because for some seasons in your life, you need help, right? You may need someone to help you lift something up the steps, or you break your arm, you need a cast. In a lot of ways, medication is like a cast until your brain can heal. Maybe you'll have to take it indefinitely, maybe you won't. There was a time in my life, I needed some pills. I'm just gonna be honest. And I'm not talking about the addictive kind, the Xanax, so on and so forth. I'm just talking about something that's simple and non-addictive that helps you wrestle with your anxiety or depression. And it was very helpful for me in a season of my life where, man, I needed a cast to allow my brain to heal. I practiced some meditation. I changed the way my lifestyle was, and my brain and my nervous system started to calm down and level out, which I didn't think was gonna be possible. So that helped me become a better person. And I'm very grateful that I don't have to take all that medication today. But if you do, don't worry about it. Don't be ashamed of it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all we're weak and broken vessels. And then lastly, for me, is prayer. I think prayer is essential in having a spiritual reality, understanding there's spiritual realities behind things. Obviously, you don't want to act as if, you know, it's all just spiritual and there's nothing physical happening. If you had a heart attack, you wouldn't just be like, I'm just gonna pray. No, you would go see a cardiologist, okay? If they put you on medication, you're gonna take it. If you got asthma, you need to use your inhaler. Don't just pray and say, I'm fine. That's not what I would say would be smart. If it worked that way, nobody would be wearing glasses or contacts or shoes for that matter. Why do we need shoes? We should just walk on everything glass because we're fine. You know, we're not gonna be hurt. But that's how I navigated it, how I dealt with depression and anxiety. It's a nugget. I hope it's helpful for you. There's some great books and great resources out there that I would be more than happy to recommend for people. If you got more questions, shoot me a DM or a message. Love, blessings.
What's going on, y'all? Thank you for checking out my channel. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and ring the bell for the notifications. Also, check me out on social media. Name is spelled Lecrae. God bless y'all.